What is going on, my dude? Cybex here. So today I'm going to bring you some devastating news, man. I didn't really think it was going to happen. I thought this game was going to get like the long run, but apparently it isn't. But apparently Multiversus is shutting down by the end of May, I believe. I think Season 5 is going to be like the last season they do, and it's only going to be Lola Bunny, and I forgot who else was mentioned in there, but I could be wrong. But I do want to go over the news with you guys. I do not really want to go over the news in this intro because I do want to go over like the article that the Multiversus devs put out, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on it and stuff. But I am going to go over through the news. All I'm going to say is that I did play Jason when he first came out during launch, and then I played Shaggy for a bit, and then after Shaggy I moved on to Raven. I did play a little bit of Arya, but I didn't stick around that much. That's when I stopped playing it because I got really not bored of it, but I just didn't really like the movement in that game. That was my big deal of it. But yeah, man, it's really sad news. It really is. But we're gonna read the article. I'm gonna go through it with you guys, and then we're gonna see, and then I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on it and what was my problems with it. At least I'm giving you my perspective on it. But yeah, man, it's such a shame, man, for a free-to-play game. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna jump into the news and we're gonna read through it. And like I said many times already, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on it. So yeah, I'll see you there. Apparently this is the article that the devs put out for Multiversus, so I'm going to go through it with you guys, and I'm going to read through it, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, which isn't going to be a lot because I only have two like that I'm complaining about. But yeah, we're just going to read through the article and see what it says. It says, "Hi everyone, we have an important update to share regarding Multiversus. After carefully consideration, our next season will serve as the final seasonal content update. For the game, Multiversus Season 5 will begin in February 4, 2025 and run through May 30th, 2025, adding two new playable characters of the roster, which is a DC Aquaman and a Looney Tunes Lola Bunny. In my opinion, I think this is a weak note to go out, especially if this is going to be the last season adding Aquaman and Lola Bunny. They're both good characters, but adding them is like the final season, it just doesn't go well, in my opinion. But hey, all new Season 5 content, including Aquaman and Lola Bunny, will be earnable through gameplay. Both new characters will be accessible when Season 5 begins on February 4 at 9 a.m. Aquaman in the Battle Pass, and the first tier reward, or Lola Bunny as the daily calendar login reward." Okay, and it says all online features will continue to be available until Season 5 concludes on May 30th at 9 a.m. PDT. At the point, there will be an option to play Multiversus offline. The local gameplay mode, either solo against AI opponents or with up to 3 friends. Excuse me. To do this, you'll need to download the latest version of the game and log in during Season 5 anytime between February 4 at 9 a.m. PDST and May 30th at 9 a.m. PDT. After logging in, any local save file will be automatically created, connected to your PlayStation Network, Microsoft Store, Steam, Epic Games Store account, allowing you to enjoy the game offline with all earned purchase content moving forward. Okay, so my question is, like, the people that bought like battle passes, not the battle passes I mean, but people who bought like the deluxe edition or stuff like that don't get their money back, or there's no refunds? Apparently there isn't, I think. Okay, wait, I think it might says it here. As of today, January 31, real money transaction, oh man, will no longer be available for Multiversus, which means you can no longer purchase like those tokens for Multiversus, but you can still use remaining Gleam, I'm just going to call it Gleam, or character tokens to access in-game content until Season 5 ends on May 30th at 9 a.m. And then additionally, when Season 5 finishes, the game will no longer be available to download for PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, Steam, or Epic Games account. I think I'm just going to download it before May 30th so I can have it there, because if it isn't going to be downloadable for PlayStation anymore, might as just well have it there, just in case if you can't get it anymore. Most importantly, we want to thank every player and person who has ever played and supported Multiversus. All of us on the First Games and Warner Brothers Games teams have poured our heart and soul into the game. We will be forever grateful in the incredible support of the Multiversus community throughout this journey. We hope all of you enjoy the season of Multiverse the final season of Multiversus. For more information, please visit our Season 5 FAQ or follow our social community channels, the Multiversus team, Discord, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, and Reddit, which is Twitter, by the way. So yeah, man, it's such a shame, man. I actually do feel bad for the devs and for what was her team called? I'm just gonna say I just feel bad for the Multiversus team. Warner Brothers, not so much, man. They've been, I don't really want to cuss, but they mostly been, because I do not want to get monetized, but they mostly been messing. They messed up with that one Suicide Squad game. They messed up with MK1, which I think MK1's already on the right track. I have a feeling maybe like once Combat Pack 3 comes out, it would be on the right track again. And what other games did they flop on? I think the only games they haven't flopped on was just the Harry Potter one, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked again. But I am gonna say though, MK1 did have problems, so it had a lot of issues like during that launch, man. That game was really buggy to begin with. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts on it. The thing I didn't really like about Multiverse in general was the battle pass. I hate it. I'm not including Jason, because Jason was actually free to play when he first came out. You could have just bought him right. You didn't even have to buy him. He was just a free to play. But anyways, yeah, I did not like, beyond like season 2, I did not enjoy the battle passes in that game because for example, once Samurai Jack came out, I wanted to try playing Samurai Jack, but in order to play Samurai Jack, I either had to wait or I had to purchase the battle pass in order to play him right away. Why couldn't they just have him unlocked and that's it? They should just do it like what League does, at least unlock champions by playing. Well, I think Multiversus already does that in general, but to tell the truth, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan like locking characters behind battle passes. I am not a fan of it. And also, what was it? I did not really enjoy the single player. I thought the single player was really boring to play, in my opinion. The rifts and stuff like that, like you have to collect a certain amount in order to level up the battle pass. I didn't even think the XP was much for battle passes, in my opinion. I think they should have increased it, but I mean, I didn't really play much of the game though, but I just thought the battle passes took too long to level in that game, in my opinion, even though I didn't play it as much. And the other thing I would like to mention is, like I said in my intro, the beta from like a year ago was much faster, in my opinion. I thought they were doing like on the right track. I don't know why they didn't work from there, and apparently they had to put the game in a hiatus, and then once a year later it came out again, it was just slow, super slow, man. The movement was so slow. It was like set on slow-mo, man. Like, why would you do that? Why didn't you just keep like the same movement from the beta that was like a year ago to this? It would have been much better, in my opinion. I don't know why they had to decrease it. And then the fourth one is, I did not really like the monetization. I thought the monetization was really terrible. And the shop items, I don't really remember because I never even bought skins in this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only purchased battle passes, which I think the battle passes were like around $9 or $10. But anyways, yeah, those are like my 4 things that I just want to argue right there. Mostly the movement. I mostly complain about the movement, and I stopped playing it. I said, yeah, I'll just check out. Like, if there's a character I really like, I'll check out. But the thing I really do want to tell you guys, this game had so much potential, man. This game could have had, like, because it was Warner Brothers, obviously, they could have had Mortal Kombat characters in there. They could have Lord of the Rings characters. I think the Wicked Witch from the West was supposed to be in there from The Wizard of Oz. And there was another rep, apparently I heard that Mordecai from, what was that one show called? The Regular Show. Apparently they were supposed to add Mordecai in there, but that got scrapped for some reason. And yeah, but apparently from what I've heard is that I just heard they hired people. I could be wrong. I could definitely, you guys can correct me, but apparently I've heard that they hired people that don't know much about like platforms or something like that. Like, they just hired new people like to work on this. But I could agree, man. I mean, if it's from Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers just messed up on Mortal Kombat 1, which I'm not saying anything bad about Mortal Kombat 1 because I think Mortal Kombat 1 is already heading to like a right direction in my opinion. The game is fun. I just don't think the online is really, really good. But like, again, I'm just gonna do this like in comparison. MK1 is super slow and this game is super slow too. And I think MK11 was much faster in my opinion than MK1. MK1 is just super slow, man. Same goes to Multiversus. I think they keep decreasing the movement when it comes to like the Warner Brothers fighting games, in my opinion. I think the last the Warner Brothers already took over when MKX came out, because I think the last game I only enjoyed from the company was MKX, and MKX is one of my top 5 favorite fighting games. That's just my opinion. It's one of my favorites in general. But yeah, man, it's such a shame, man. This game had so much potential, dude. And I didn't think it was gonna get canceled, to be honest with you. I thought the movement was gonna get fixed. I thought they were gonna add more characters into the roster, but apparently Warner Brothers is like locking in on collabs now, like for Fortnite. So apparently we could probably just see Ben 10 there in Fortnite, then Mortal Kombat in Fortnite and stuff. But I think it's for the best in my opinion, because I did check out Raven. I did think Raven was a super fun character to play. I just kept saying because I did make a video on Raven, but I kept saying, dude, if they only increase the movement in this game, I'll continue. I do want to learn Raven. I do really want to learn her because she's a really, really fun character to play in Multiversus. I just thought the game was super slow. But yeah, man, that's the only complaint I had for this game, was just the movement, the single player modes, and the online was okay, but it was still bad in my opinion. I thought the netcode was terrible, I'm not gonna lie. The only feature I think I did enjoy from this also was the 4-player mode. I did really like the four-player mode or team mode. I did really like that. I just thought it was, again, like the netcode, it was really, really terrible in my opinion. But again, man, do I think I would see this game in the future? I can't really tell you. I don't even know if this game's gonna return again. I don't think it might. And if they do, please hire at least like people that know about the platform. For example, like I think the platform is, dude, and everybody said that Multiverse is going to be like the smash killer in my opinion, and I actually kind of believed in my opinion, because you had Warner Brothers that could pull like each company from each movies, cartoons and stuff like that. But hey, Smash is still like, I think Smash in my opinion is still the best platform you could play in my opinion. It just needs to have, if Smash would have had really good netcode, none of the other platform fighters could touch Smash in my opinion. And it still doesn't, man, because Smash, for example, is a game where you have different variety of characters. I forgot who said it, but I actually agree with what they said, man. Smash is like celebration of fighting games. It's not fighting games, celebration like of video games. Like you have each character from each video game. You have Pac-Man, you have Sonic, you have Terry from KOF, you have Banjo and Kazooie, you have Steve from Minecraft, you have, who else? You have Sora from Kingdom Hearts. You have so many characters in there, dude, and they're just like video game characters. There's no movie characters or anime characters, nothing like that. This could have had so much potential. They could have movie characters, cartoon characters, etc. I'm still going through the list. But yeah, it's such a shame, man. I actually did enjoy playing the game. I didn't think it was bad. The only bad thing I could put it is just, I just didn't like the movement. That's my only complaint about it. The movement was super terrible. And second, did not like how each character was locked behind Battle Pass. I did not really like that idea, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not gonna do really like an outro because I already went through this article. I already said my thoughts on it. Like I said before, the only thing, before I leave, the only thing I hated about Multiversus was just the movement of the game. The hitboxes, I did not like the hitboxes in this game either. And characters locked from like the Battle Pass. I can't really tell you about like, you know, purchases or anything like that, because I never really purchased anything in this game. I've mostly unlocked them through like doing rifts, even though I didn't really play as much, but I hated it. Or locking like points for like the Battle Pass, and I would just purchase it like from the shop, whatever there was available. to play whatever certain amount I had, but I never made any purchases from the shop. Not at all. The only purchases I've made was just the battle passes, but I feel bad for the people that won't get a refund for this game. Apparently, like, if they bought like the, I'm not even sure if this came out of the deluxe edition, but apparently it says here they did. But it's such a shame they won't even refund that for like players that bought like battle passes or like etc. from like the shop. But yeah, that's the only thing I've hated. I hated the battle pass. I've hated like the movement of the game. But I don't want to ramble up too much because Multiversus was a good game. I thought it was really good. I really liked the aspect of like team battles, 4-player mode. 1v1 I did not really enjoy it, in my opinion. I thought it was boring, but I had to play it though because it was like less laggy than going like into 4-player mode or team battle. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Multiversus. What I am gonna do is, like, before May 30th ends, I do want to record maybe one more online match for Raven. I do want to say my goodbyes to Raven, because Raven is a really, really fun character to play, and I would have actually liked to learn Raven, because Raven is one of my favorite characters, of course. I would really like Teen Titans Go, and she's one of my favorite characters from that team. And also goes Robin, but Robin's not in this game. But yeah, I am going to make a video on Raven before May 30th. I think that's, where does this say? Yeah, May 30th. I am going to make a video on Raven before this game goes offline. But yeah, because Raven's a lot of fun, but I just have to deal with the movement and the online of this game. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and